Hi, and welcome to Spotlight. I'm your host, Katey Bailey, and today we will be talking with DNA and Susan Reed from the Senator Theater in Chico, and then later Becky Watner will be joining us from the DCBA, located also in Chico. And hi, DNA, how are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Doing pretty good.
Excellent.
So what's your role at the Senator Theater?
Me, I'm kind of the guy in charge. I walked into the Senator about 2.5 years ago. It was an abandoned building, dilapidated, falling apart, and I kind of had a dream of making it into a performing community arts center.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
And Susan, how are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
Great. So what's your role at the Senator Theater?
Well, I am basically, I assist DNA, and basically I do a little bit of everything. I run around, I do accounting, I clean, I try to do some fundraising and take care of just all around business. Whatever needs to be done,
everything that can be taken care of.
Exactly, all theater business.
And how long has the Senator Theater been around?
It was built in 1927, and so that's a lot of years.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and we're trying to bring it into the 21st century.
Wow, great.
Yeah.
So what is the Senator Theater? What does it do for the Chico community? What has it done, I guess, in the past years?
Well, I mean, in past years, when it was built originally, it was on the front page of the newspaper for years as the place. It was one of the greatest things about Chico. Architecturally, it's one of the most important buildings in Northern California, and to the community of Chico, it was a place where people would gather. Not only would they do originally like vaudeville and movies and things like that, but like every Tuesday they give away a free turkey. You know,
wow.
or they'd have the Chico High School marching band go through the lobby. So it was always a community center place, and that's so important to any community to have a center. You know, almost every town around us, much smaller towns than Chico, have community performing arts centers, and we don't. And it's been a buzzword in Chico. And the Senator is kind of a slam dunk as a place to have it at, because it's right downtown. It's a beautiful building. It's big enough to encompass what a community center should be. And currently, we're reviving that idea, and I think it's been a buzzword in Chico for a long time, and we're making it a reality.
And we want to open it up to all facets of the community, not just necessarily the arts, but just the community in general, as far as having speakers or having different community events that are multifaceted and that really are for everyone.
So I know you were telling me about how back in the days there were movie premieres there, and kind of like the red carpet, Gone with the Wind. I think that's really fascinating that it's been around so long that it has that much history, and being in Chico, having part of Gone with the Wind filmed here at the Bidwell Mansion. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, and with Robin Hood too. I mean, just Robin Hood was filmed here, and so definitely there's a lot of archival, wonderful, just historical things that have gone on there. And in Chico, really, I mean, it's really the place, the most glamorous place that ever really existed in Chico, in my opinion.
There's so much history about. I mean, like vaudeville was before television, and so people didn't have any entertainment. What do you do at night? Well, it would get dark and you go to sleep, so you had to have something to do. So they go to the Senator, and there'd be live performances, and it would be maybe little dramas, a little theater, or some slapstick comedy, or different kinds of things.
Follies.
And then when movies became more popular, they would show more cinema, but even in between the movies they would have, there's a big thing they would do in Chico where they get dogs boxing. They have boxing dogs.
Oh my God.
And so it was all different kinds of entertainment. And then with the advent of television, that kind of stuff stopped, but we're bringing that back. Not the boxing dogs, but just
something.
Yeah, the idea of something for everybody, and we've already done 150 shows. We've done a bunch of original theater. We've done very successful national theater, like the Vagina Monologues.
Yes.
I don't know what that is. Why don't you take it for a while, Sue?
Yeah, we have a lot of upcoming events that are really exciting, such as we're having a big revival of Robin Hood events. We are going to be having starting in May, we'll be having a giant production of Robin Hood. We're very excited. It's going to be a giant cast filled with so many people from the community. We're very excited, and we'd like to have a lot of events concurring with that Robin Hood theme events.
Oh, wow.
It's so neat to be able to do, how many things can you really do where you bring young people, old people together and have them do an event together?
Yeah, definitely.
Really, nothing, and so the theater is a way that, the whole community can come together.
And we're hoping to make this an annual event, actually. And we want to bring in the community and make it possibly a weekend or a week-long event.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so
what other things do y'all have in store for the Senator Theater? What what kind of events have y'all planned or been doing in the last, few months or since you've taken it over and started restoring it?
Well, that's exactly it. I mean, we have a twofold plan, which is what we're going to do on stage, and things coming up. We have we're going to do a fashion show.
Okay.
We're going to be doing an awards ceremony, which hasn't happened in Chico for a long time, kind of celebrating the arts and patting ourselves on the back. And then we're also restoring the building, which is a big part of what we're doing. And that's really where we need community support, because it's such an important building, and that we need people in Chico to realize that this building needs to be saved, and we're all volunteers. So we need the community to step up and really help this become the community center it can be.
And we're kicking off a large campaign, a fundraising campaign. Currently, we're beginning to start to try to do some renovating, and we would like to do a seat plaque fundraiser. So that's something exciting. I'll be at the market on Thursday nights. Trying to promote that. So.
Okay, well, we'll be talking about the Thursday night markets in just a
excellent.
few minutes.
Nice segue.
Yeah, so definitely get y'all some details. So when people in Chico or anywhere in the surrounding community want to get some help, how do they go about coming in and either being volunteers to help out you guys or to donate money or anything to help restore the Senator Theater?
There's a couple of ways. They can call us at 530-894-8621, or they can go to our website, which is www.senatortheater.com, or they could just email me directly at dna@shocking.com.
Okay.
Also, we are open for tours. We would love to show people if they want to see more or want more information.
Oh, great.
We give
so
tours.
anyone that maybe wants to come on and participate in doing an event at Senator Theater, they can also come and contact
give
you
us
for
a call.
that too.
We welcome everybody.
Absolutely.
Well, great. It was so nice meeting you,
You
DNA
too.
and
Nice to
Susan.
meet you.
And thank you for
Thanks for
coming
having
on the
us.
show. And I look forward to seeing you later.
Excellent.
And thank you so much. And we'll be right back with Becky from the DCBA. Hi, welcome back to Spotlight. I'm your host, Katey Bailey, and now we're here with Becky Watner from the DCBA in Chico. How are you doing today, Becky?
I'm good. Thanks, Katey.
Doing good. And so what is the DCBA? What does it stand for?
We're the Downtown Chico Business Association, and we are the central management for the downtown merchants, established back in the early 70s, and we do a lot of the great things that people experience down here in downtown.
Okay, great. Well, what do you do for the DCBA?
I'm the assistant director, which is kind of a not telling title. Everything from event coordinating to advocacy issues in downtown and attending council meetings. Pretty much everything that there is to do to make downtown run as smoothly as possible. The whole team at the DCBA pitches in and gets us there.
Yeah, the Chico downtown is such a beautiful area to shop. I mean, going to other small towns, I think anywhere in a lot of the U.S., I've been to a lot of places, and it's kept very nice. So y'all definitely do a good job.
Thank you. We try.
Keeping the downtown area looking as beautiful as it does. What kind of businesses do you sponsor? Is it just in the downtown area? So
it is. The Downtown Association is a parking and business improvement district, and we main advocacy issues are the promotion of downtown to the community and to visitors, and parking issues, and street and public improvements, capital improvements. We work alongside with the city and several other community partners to help establish the downtown and continue a thriving downtown. But we operate under, the staff that is, operates under a board of directors of 21. And so with that team, we make a lot of the, try to make strides in downtown to keep it thriving and, continue that way.
Yeah, definitely. How long have you been with the DCBA?
I've been with the DCBA for 4 years, actually. My fourth year starting. So this will be my fifth season, heading into all of the events. And
how long has the DCBA been around?
It was established in 1975.
Okay.
And by a small group of business owners who worked to get the concept in order right when the North Valley Plaza Mall was coming and retail sprawl was starting to hit Chico, and the businesses were trying to figure out how they were going to react to this expansive asphalt for parking and how the downtown could compete with the retail sprawl at that time.
Yeah, keeping the business still in downtown Chico opposed to going out to
Right.
the new mall.
At that time, there was a lot of relocation to the air-conditioned halls of malls, and where there was so much parking, and that was the trend all over the nation at that time, that malls were happening, and now we're seeing that trend come back to downtowns. A lot of larger retailers are looking for unique downtown locations to call home. They're looking for the charm that downtown atmospheres bring, and they also are looking for locations that are close to the community center,
Yeah.
which we have here.
Yeah, definitely. Great community center here in downtown Chico. And the DCBA, I know that offers a lot to the community, a lot of events that y'all put on, and definitely keeps you busy year round.
We do.
I know that you do the Thursday night market, and so why don't you go ahead and tell me a little bit about the Thursday night market and how it got started.
The Thursday night market was established in 1997, so we're just now still in our infancy, although we've, I think, got our feet under us and have worked a lot of the bugs out of the process. We run April through September, weekly, every Thursday night from 6 to 9 p.m. And it is a great opportunity for the downtown to showcase ourselves and our area as a community center, a community cultural gathering point, while allowing the community and visitors to experience the stores and restaurants, many of which stay open, to allow people to enter in at those times when it's a different atmosphere than it is during the day. We have over 100 vendors, including a certified farmers market that houses fresh produce and houseplants and nuts, and is a great addition to the downtown market. And then we've got a craft commercial side of our market that is dedicated to nonprofit organizations using the market as an informational outlet. We have businesses who are in the downtown or out of the downtown that use it to advertise to the community, and it's a great opportunity for craft vendors who make their own wares and artists who create their own products to come and have an outlet. Those who don't have a storefront to come and sell to the community and visitors and show what Chico really has to offer.
Right.
It also has a huge amount of local entertainers that are showcased there throughout the season. So we have everything from belly dancers to jugglers and bluegrass music.
And like the bounce houses and all
Right.
kinds of food. I know that I always walk down there once when the Thursday night markets are going on. I'm always downtown getting hot dogs and hamburgers and trying to help support the community.
Right.
How does someone go about getting a booth for the down Thursday night market?
We can have people contact our office, and I don't know if I should give the phone number, but we're at 345-6500.
Okay.
We can mail it or email it to anybody who's interested, or stop by. Anybody is welcome to stop by our booth at the Thursday night market. We're out every Thursday night with our booth in front of Starbucks, and we have applications always there on hand. Anybody is welcome to get information about it.
Okay, well, great. And we'll definitely be talking about some more of the events that y'all offer to the community, and we'll be back in just a moment to talk about those. Welcome back to Spotlight. We're here with Becky from the DCBA talking about the different events that they have to offer the community. And I wanted to know about Friday night concerts that y'all offer. What are the Friday night concerts?
Friday night concerts are 26 years old this season. They run from the second week of May through the end of September, and we highlight over 20 bands at the Friday night concerts. Each week a different band performs, and everything from jazz, classic jazz, to good old rock and roll, and everything in between. We've got the probably best lineup that I've seen since we've been doing the Friday night concerts since I've been working for the DCBA scheduled for this year. We're really proud of the bands that come down. It's a really wonderful community event. Participants lounge beneath the canopy of trees at the downtown plaza and dance and enjoy. It's a great family atmosphere. It's one of the reasons we hear a lot of people fall in love with Chico and decide to make it their home, because it's just such a great community atmosphere.
Yeah, definitely something fun to go do on a Friday night. I know that they have different like small vendors come out, right? And
Yeah, we
sell certain, small amount, but definitely.
Yeah, we definitely keep the Thursday night market and the Friday night concerts a unique events. There is some food vending. We have a great program during the summer months, June, July, and August, that we work with Chico Art Center and work with their teachers, and we do what we call Art in the Park, and that's sponsored every year by Bird in Hand, and they offer free art lessons and arts and craft to children, and it gives them a great opportunity to do some hands-on activities in the park, and while they're enjoying the concerts already.
Yeah.
The event happens every Friday from 7 to 8:30 p.m.
Okay.
And we're actually doing a special Friday night concert, hometown celebration, the Friday before 4th of July this year, the same weekend that the Parade of Lights is happening, and we're really excited about that. We're going to have 2 bands and a really nice hometown celebration.
Oh, great. Yeah, keep the evening going.
Yeah.
If for future, how do the concerts or the artists that come and perform, how the bands get involved? Do they just contact you?
The bands contact us. Every year we have upwards of 40 bands apply for a position at the Friday night concerts, and we have new bands that are accepted in every year, but they can call the DCBA office. We would at this point add them to a mailing list and have them notified when we're looking for new applicants.
Oh, okay, great. So got lots of people interested in coming down and playing for the community. That's really awesome.
Yeah, it's great.
What about other events that y'all offer? I know that there's the Slice of Chico. What is that?
Slice of Chico is our annual summer sidewalk sale. It's been around for 20 years, and we we get a great crowd at the Slice of Chico, because we have kind of our ongoing gimmick with that is that we have free watermelon slices for anybody who comes down, and actually every year we get about 2,000 pounds of watermelon donated from Pro Pacific Fresh, and we slice it up right there and ice it all day long. That's starts early at 9 a.m. and the watermelon giveaway starts at 10. Downtown businesses get really into it. They have their sidewalks all adorned with all their great bargains, and they also do a lot of decorating and really fun.
Oh, that's
fun summertime.
Yeah. And you also do the Taste of Chico, which I actually got to go to this past year, and it was absolutely fabulous. What is the Taste of Chico for people who don't know what it is? Taste
of Chico is one of our most popular one-day events. It's always the second Sunday in September, and it is our food, fine art, and music festival. We've got continuous music all day long, restaurants, caterers, and beverage distributors that come and do sampling. We have an fine art display and show on 3rd Street, and it's a really wonderful, very exciting day. People come from all over and return to Chico every year to experience that event.
To come in and you get to taste, I guess, if you buy a certain package, and that's how you work,
right.
And you get to go and you get to sample different foods that are offered in Chico.
Right. It's not just downtown restaurants, it's restaurants and caterers all throughout the community. The event itself is free to attend, but in order to participate in the tasting, there are packages that are offered, and participants buy their tasting packs, is what we call them, and then are able to figure out how they wanted to use their
spend their coupons.
Yeah.
I remember I had some tickets. I was trying to narrow down which ones I wanted.
It's quite a process. Everybody really likes
and it's surprisingly how full you can actually get, because you think, I just get a little taste of each place.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a full meal. So.
It is. It's a day-long event. It's from 11 to 4, and we start advertising and working on, working on it we're already doing, but advertising and communicating with the public about it in the summertime.
What's another event that y'all sponsored?
We
Harvest
as we head
Festival?
out of the into the fall, we have the Harvest Sidewalk Sale, which is our kind of pre-Christmas sidewalk sale where the merchants can start to clear out their merchandise and get ready for the holidays. We usually give away mini pumpkins with that event and invite the community to come down and spend the day shopping our downtown retailers. And then as we head into the holidays, we have a great magical feeling downtown. People really appreciate our season holiday season kickoff, and that's at the Downtown Christmas Preview. That is always the Sunday before Thanksgiving, and then we head into the community tree lighting, which is usually the following week, and light the downtown Christmas tree that's located in Downtown Plaza, and have a night of caroling and fun.
Well, it sounds like the DCBA just covers pretty much every season of the year to make sure to keep the community well entertained. I think it's a really great business that has definitely kept the Chico community in check and involved with one another.
Yeah.
And how can businesses that want to get involved or people that have questions get in contact? Maybe we could show that number again.
Right. They can call us anytime at 345-6500. We have businesses can get involved through sponsorships or attending board meetings or sitting on a committee to help further discussions and improvements in downtown. And the community is welcome to get involved. We have a great need for volunteers at some of our events. Anybody who is interested in vending or being a part of any of the events is welcome to call and find out more about it.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for being with us,
Thank you,
Becky.
Katey.
And we'll be right back with our Creative Spirit for the week. The North Valley has a variety of arts and culture. Here's our Creative Spirit for the week.
The following is a Fox 30 UPN 21 Community Spotlight.
A lot of my work emanates from the time I spent overseas. I used to write my parents letters about how I was doing and trying to keep the calm about my being in the military overseas. When I was overseas, the vivid colors and the oriental style of art that they had, it just grabbed me, and it reflects in just about all the work I do now. I like working with colored pencils and ink. It gives a very bright, vivid color picture. I work with flowers. It seems to be something that everybody recognizes. It's simply a matter of starting with a couple of simple shapes and overlapping them, and eventually you've filled in your full surface of picture and you're standing back going, wonderful, what a great thing. When you start working on a picture and it starts coming together, the vision that you have starts showing itself on the piece of paper. One of the fun parts about using colored pencils and pen in artwork is a variety of things that you can do. And sometimes things show up that you had not intended. For example, I was passing my artwork past a black light, and I realized that a few of the colors in my box reflected to almost an iridescent light bulb night light effect. The first time I took my pictures outside the comfort of home and family, I was a little apprehensive about how they would be received by the public. But the first time I saw that people enjoyed my work, as an artist, it was an incredible feel-good thing. And there is no way to describe how good it feels to have somebody appreciate your work.
I'd like to thank all of our guests for coming on today. Thank you, DNA and Susan from the Senator Theater. If you'd like some more information from them, you can contact them at 321-8843. And thank you, Becky, from the DCBA, the Downtown Chico Business Association. The number there is 345-6500 if you have any questions for Becky or the DCBA. And if you have any information about our show today, please contact us at Attention Spotlight, 300 Main Street, Chico, California, 95928, or you can email at spotlight@fox30.com. Thank you so much for watching Spotlight, and we'll see you next time.